podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
PCA.
ATIP454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. The Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 4, the whole world is watching. And I like this episode, but they dipped their feet back into this whole like very SJW view of the world.
Probably the most they did out of all the episodes so far.
It's sprinkled everywhere.
Normally in the other episodes, there would be a scene. This one has about 3 or 4 like, the world doesn't care about me, so why should I care about America? Really, okay, Sarah? Really?
Okay. Yep. I don't understand it. It sucks because I love
Captain this episode's so good.
Yes, and I'm a big fan of Captain America, and I feel like it's really crapping on it when they do stuff
this
like this.
Episode was the most WandaVision-esque than I think the other episodes with the little SJW virtual signaling messaging.
It's a little much, and it's like, and I roll my eyes every time because they even got Sam kind of, I don't know, he's not necessarily agreeing with the bad guys, but he kind of does a little bit. She murdered people.
Yep.
Oh, my family's starving, so I get to murder my neighbor because he's a racist and I get to steal his stuff. What if that's the scenario? Would you be okay with that? No. My neighbor, this is hypothetical, my neighbor is freaking literally, he marches around and he dresses like Adolf Hitler and he hates everybody. My family has no food, so it would be okay for you, Sam, for me to murder him and take his food and bring it to my family because I'm more righteous than you.
No, that's a bad way of thinking. That's a bad thing.
That's a way bad way of thinking. And I always go back to the point of something that Steve Rogers would kind of say in a similar circumstance would be, there's ideals that we must uphold. And I know people would say, like, well, it's a terrible time to have ideals. No, when it's bad, that's when your ideals mean the most.
Not when things are going good.
Yeah, when things are at its worst. I don't care. You don't kill people.
Not innocent people.
No.
Even though they were working at that place. Well, all of them, they're just doing a job.
No, they were doing a job. They had families.
Yeah, those are just regular people. Yeah, when you're killing the people at the top, or if you're on the battlefield and you're both soldiers and you're both going to war, that's different.
Yes.
But they're doing this whole thing like, if you don't agree with me 100%, you're the enemy and I'm allowed to kill you.
Yeah.
That is an awful, horrible, evil way to be.
That is actually the textbook's definition of fascism. My way or the highway.
Exactly. And it makes me mad. It really does that. Like
for a better end though, so it's okay.
Yeah, I know. She even says that.
Yeah.
And then like even Sam at a point's like, whoa, you're going like way crazy.
But like I said last time, I mean our little header I put on that would do the ends justify the means.
Never.
And my God, this would be more accurate for that one.
This is so extreme.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is the extreme of that.
Mm-hmm.
So we jump into the episode. And I think this is really poignant. I like this part. We were in Wakanda 6 years ago. Sort of a little flashback, and it's when Winter Soldier first got there, and they've been helping him, basically deprogramming him. So he's out in the woods, his hair's all long, he's all ragged, and they're basically working him through the words again, the control words, and seeing if they cleared his mind. And he's like, I don't want to do this. Like, we have to make sure you're not going to hurt anyone. So they work their way through all the words, and he's like, he's kind of shaking, he's crying, and everything. It's so sad.
And he's like getting flashbacks of everyone he's killed.
Yeah, all the horrible, he's done killed Tony's parents, and he gets through all of it. And then she's like, you're free. And he doesn't respond. And she keeps telling him you're free. And he just starts crying. And you see that those words have literally controlled his whole life.
Yeah. Ultimate freedom, almost like I can live my life. My life starts now.
And you can even see kind of a smile a little bit. A little
bit of a smile, but then the tears and everything.
Yeah.
So that makes that scene so much more powerful. Is when remember they brought him the new arm. And he looks, she's like, where's the fight? Because now I'm back and I have to fight again.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the white wolf who lives in the freaking forest and catches fish and plays with the kids.
And remember, that was the only time he said when life was simple and made sense.
Yeah, when he was like, actually could say he was happy.
Yeah.
So we have that, then we cut right back to modern times. So now, he's trying to make things better. All this stuff with Captain America, everything that's going around with Sam and Buck, these super soldiers, him talking to, he's talking, because at the end of the last episode, it ended with the Wakanda's, they send they're forced because they want to get Zemo.
And they're very upset.
Yeah, they're like, why didn't you tell us? It's like, because we need Zemo.
He's helping us.
She's like, this doesn't matter to us. We don't care. We trusted you guys to keep him in jail. Now he's out.
And now we're going to do what we need.
Yeah, we're going to do our justice. He's like, come on, let me help. We got to hold him. We got to help him. And she's like, everything we did for you. And then you're going to turn around and he's free the man who killed our king. So it's like, I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, they need to stop these super soldiers. And I don't understand, why didn't he like let her in on the planet?
Well, yeah, explain it to her. That's why I said too. Why didn't he
But I don't
explain
think.
it to her?
But wait, that's not Wakanda's problem.
Yeah, that's probably.
Well, it's gonna be. What if these super soldiers start coming to Wakanda? You wouldn't want that.
Yeah, because if she has more serum, that's more soldiers.
Yep.
But she's basically like, we're watching you. So, do what you want. We're going to be right one step behind you.
7 hours. That's all you get.
Yep.
That's it.
So, he goes back to the little apartment. Like, oh, so you enjoy your walk? He's like, yeah, the Wakandans are here. And Zemo's like, well, they probably come over. They probably want to have a word with me. Yeah, I bet they do.
And then I love he's like, well, I don't know what happened or did happen.
You killed him.
You killed him. Like, there's no...
looking at him like, what are you talking about? There's no thing. You shot the man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's no trial. Forget. No, you murdered him with that bomb at the UN, and that started a whole thing of events.
Yep.
So they're having that whole discussion, and it's almost like, Zemo, you get no word here. Shut the hell up.
Yeah. And I love the arrogance that he just has of just like, I'm just gonna deny.
Oh, I haven't been taken to trial. Like that kind of attitude. I wasn't found guilty.
I never told me. I tell the Wakandans that. I'm sure they'd really like to hear that from
I don't think their trial's gonna be a little different.
Yeah.
So they're having that whole conversation. Okay, now we got super soldiers. We need to find out where this lady went to. We got Wakanda on her butts. We also have the U.S. government with the new Captain America. So they have all these things swirling around.
No one's working.
And the power broker.
No one's working together. Nope. It's all separate. So it's like, it's a mess.
Guess who best benefits from chaos like that?
Zemo.
Zemo does.
Yep.
So, of course, he's going to take advantage of that. So I do like the fact that, he's like digging through like the cabinets or whatever, and he pulls out some candy, Turkish delight, and he like grabs a bunch of this candy. Like, what the hell does he need all this candy for? So they're gonna go around and try to find out, because remember in the last episode that the Flag Smasher lady some lady died. So I guess she was important. So she was like the matriarch of these Flag Smasher people.
Yeah, maybe she's the one that came up with the theory.
And Sam came up with a nickname for his aunt, whatever it was.
Oh, he's TT. He's like, maybe they're going to have like a big ceremony for her because she was important to the community. Okay.
And then he goes, well, your TT wasn't important. Okay.
That's how when Zemo says it, it's like so weird.
You're like, TT. Like, he says it in that weird accent.
Yeah.
I do have to apologize because I said in the last episode that Zemo had connections with Hydra and stuff. In the movies, he doesn't.
No.
He's just some rich guy whose family got killed by the Avengers and he hates the Avengers. So in the movie setting, he has no connection to Hydra or the Nazis or anything.
Nobody hates more super soldiers.
Yeah, so I do apologize. I did mess that up. So he's just a rich guy that hated superheroes.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, again, I just remembered I screwed that up. So they're going to go look for where this funeral is going to be. So if that lady's going to be there, the Flag Smasher later.
He's going to talk about it.
Is going to be
We had to find out when it's happening, though.
So they're going to go find out. Okay, so basically, let's split up and look for clues. So they're walking around. I do like how he's like, I remember this place. It used to be beautiful, and we'd go here to a fancy restaurant. So now it's just kind of like slummish.
Yeah. Slummish, yeah.
But it's almost like you freaking silver spoon jackass. Like, what's the point of when I had all the finer things in life? It's just a little like, you're okay, we get it. You were rich.
He's Loki. That's what he is.
Yeah, he kind of has that Loki-ish about himself. Yeah. We cut back to the Flag Smasher people, and it's on the news what they did, that bombing. So I guess like 10 people got hurt and 3 people died.
Yep, people are dead.
And then they're like, oh, the escalation of this terrorist group, and then you can see other members are probably like, oh, we probably shouldn't have done that. But then other members are like, oh, it's drawing people to our cause and show people that we're serious.
But what you did the opposite. Now countries are going to be more individual, but we're working together to get you now.
Yeah,
they're doing the opposite of what you want.
Yeah, see, instead of the united as one, they're united as like, oh, we need our sovereign borders and all that stuff. I have not a single issue with any country defending its borders. Not one bit.
No. If it's your country and you don't want people coming in, you have the
right. Well, they have to understand. The snap was different. Because when the snap happened, there was only half the population, so you had to be kind of more...
See, that's the thing, like, when your half your city's missing, you need people to come in so they can work and build society.
But those people came back.
See, that's the difference here. I know people trying to like, people on the border. Well, half America didn't disappear, so shut the hell up. If that was the case, then it would be a completely different story. So, it's just, I understand what they're saying. Oh, we had homes and then he kicked us back out. The world isn't perfect. No. And you can't make it perfect by killing everybody and then taking your place back.
Exactly. What if a whole family disappeared and you're like, oh, move in? Well, technically, go ahead.
And then that family came back.
Well, they're going to want their house back.
They don't deserve it because I deserve it. What makes you righter than anyone else?
Well, then it comes down to fisticuffs, apparently, to this lady.
Yeah, if you get the super serum, then you're allowed to beat everyone up and take what you want.
Yeah. Yep.
Unbelievable. See, there's a lot of moral conjures here, and I do understand the plight. I do understand her frustration.
It wouldn't. It's not going to be a simple issue like when people come back. It wouldn't be.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be the most complicated thing in the universe.
But you don't have a right to do what you do.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
This is not the answer, though, what she's doing.
So their whole group is kind of like, I don't see that they're happy about this. They're kind of more like, well, this is the steps we took, and you're the leader, so what can we do?
Yeah, I almost feel like they're kind of like, oh man, we're throwing in lot.
Yeah, and she has the mindset of what a fascist has the mindset of. Well, we killed 3 people. Those weren't people. Who thinks like that?
Mm-hmm.
Who turns their enemy to non-human beings? Who does that? Good guys? Do good guys do that?
I could say one villain in Marvel Universe, Red Skull.
That's a very Red Skullish way of thinking. So screw this lady.
Yeah.
Get back to the search. So they're walking around trying to figure it out. So they all split up. So Zemo goes and gonna go talk to some people. Sam's gonna talk to people. And I kind of like how Bucky's just kind of hanging around.
Yeah, he's like watching.
So Sam's walking around. Hey, I'm looking for she had a weird name.
Yeah.
I know this lady. I'm looking for. Do you guys anyone know who that is? And everyone's just walking away from him. But you see Flag Smasher handprints on everything.
Yeah.
Like
So
all the computers, all the food.
So they're not going to talk to you.
And he knows he's in the right place.
Yeah.
But no one's talking. Yeah.
So he goes, I guess this place got turned into like a classroom.
Yeah, I think so.
They need to talk, then all the kids walk away. He's like, whatever, I don't know what's going on. Then he sees one guy that's willing to at least talk to him. And he's like, hey, I'm looking for this woman. He's like, I know who you are. I know who you're looking for, but I can't trust you. That GDC people said they were going to bring teachers and food and medicine. And that was 6 months ago. They left us with nothing. So I know who you are. I know you're from like the American government or whatever. I want nothing to do with you.
Yeah, at least he told him. He said, hey, look, I'm just telling you the situation.
You know what makes me feel kind of sad, though? Would that guy have listened if it was Steve?
Everyone would listen to Steve.
I know. This whole episode, I wish Steve was here. Because a lot of things wouldn't have happened the way they did.
No, it wouldn't. No. Steve would...
but it hurts my heart. It hurts.
Absolutely, Steve Rogers.
And he's still alive, too.
Somewhere. Man.
Yeah, but...
The world is fudge. The world is fudge. And I did nothing.
He did nothing. He's smoking cigarettes.
Because like throughout this episode, you'll see moments where I'm just like, oh man, if Steve... Even, again... Okay, we'll get to that point.
So we get back to Zemo and he's walking around and... He starts singing. What's he singing? Bubba Black. She's always singing something.
He's singing something. I forgot what he's singing though.
But then he brings a little table down, all the little kids, and he puts the candy out there. And the kids are like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, it's Turkish Delight." And some kid grabs it, and then he's like, "Oh, I knew this woman. She was a really good friend of mine. Yeah. She's having a funeral. I want to pay my last respects." And then the little girl tells him.
Yep.
So he gets the thing, but he tells her, he's like, "You see those guys over there? They're bad people. So don't tell them that you told me this." So it's like. What's he?
He got his card there.
And a little bit of showing a little bit of heart to Zemo because he's like, my son like Turkish Delights.
Yeah, he was his favorite.
I mean, that's so funny. He's not lying there.
No, and his son's dead, and it's like, oh, that hurts.
So he walks over, and they're like, "What are you doing? Who are you talking to?" "Oh, those kids are so cute." They get back to the house. I'm like, "Is he going to tell them?" It's like, "Yeah, I know where the funeral's going to be, but." I know I'm not telling you guys because I need to go too. Because I don't want you to, turn me into the Wakandans or whatever. So he's being a jerk about it. So he has the info, and it's really funny because at any moment, because he knows they won't kill him.
No.
He knows it. But Winter Soldier, he's starting to get a little fed up with Zemo's bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
Like he grabs him.
Yeah.
Like, and then he's like, ugh. Because the thing is, Zemo's just a guy.
He's the man.
Well, I like tells you it's at 2:00, but he didn't say where.
Yeah, he didn't say where it was.
Yeah.
So he's only giving him so much information.
Yeah.
Then I did like the fact that how Bucky kind of showed him, you know what? You are still on a thin little rope. I can just rip your damn head off. And yeah, would it be awful and terrible? But guess what? Life goes on.
No one really cares.
Yeah, no one's gonna mourn your death.
No one's gonna share a tear, except for that old guy Butler.
His Alfred. Sam calls up Shannon. She's like, "Oh, it's good to hear a voice, but it feels like you're gonna be asking me for a favor. Like the only time he calls and you want something."
Yeah.
He's like, I know. Can you please do anything to get some eye? I need some friendly eyes. I feel like it's just me and Buck versus the world. She's like, okay, maybe I got some access to some satellites. I can give you a heads up on a couple of things. I'll try my best. So I was okay. At least he has a little bit of friendliness somewhere in the world, you know?
One friend.
So then we get back to the Flag Smashers, and I guess they had the secret serum like hidden away in a gravesite.
And it looks like a lot.
Yeah, it was like it's a fanny pack.
Yeah, full.
So there's at least 12, 13 in there.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
at least.
and they probably have a good number of soldiers, so you're talking like a good army, a nice
Yeah,
little,
a little platoon of dudes.
platoon.
And
Yeah.
she wants to return more people.
But
Yeah.
then they had that conversation. He's like, hey, do you think it's a good idea to make more super soldiers? And then she's like, well, we need more force. But at the same time, he's like, well, does not make us into like military? Don't we hate that?
Yeah.
So it's almost like he's almost more reasonable than she is.
Well,
But he goes off the rails and kind of says, well, it was okay what you did.
yeah,
You're
you
not
killed
killing
those people.
Yeah,
No,
and-
you were shocked at first, and now you're okay with
Well,
it?
that's a different dude.
Yeah,
Oh, is it? Oh,
The
what
other
did
guy's the dude with the beard and the long
okay,
hair.
so it's a different. Okay,
Yeah,
I was about to
this
say.
guy I think is somebody else, but what the thing I don't like is that I used to be a fan of Captain America. I didn't think he was real until I met you. I'm like, you're not even close.
I said,
You're not even. But again, I know they're bad guys, but like,
so everything that these people say, you can take as garbage because they're the evil people.
yeah,
I know they're trying to frame them as like the misunderstood people.
No,
But like I've already explained before, you have no right to kill someone unless it is in self-defense or you're saving someone else's life.
But
Yep.
when you're, and I'm going to inject a little bit in your politics here, when you're a crazy leftist like that, you do think like that.
Oh, but because my ends justify my
Yes,
means.
and they're nailing that perfectly.
And they're not people.
Ugh,
She has
man.
already deemed her enemies as not
people.
people. They're not human.
Nope.
They are vermin to be exterminated. They are the cockroaches under my feet.
But those people in that building weren't a threat to her at all.
No,
None whatsoever. They
I
were-
can understand beating them up, stealing their food. I don't agree with it. But murdering them?
And then by blowing up, you know how horrible that is?
And those people that were injured, their lives are altered forever.
They probably got 3-degree burns.
Yeah, they're all effed up. What if they lost a leg or something and it had to be
they have
amputated?
to live with that the rest of their life.
But they're not human, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Because I needed food.
And
Yeah,
and
that's
also
terrible.
Steve Rogers cared about everyone.
Yeah, he wouldn't have done that.
He wouldn't have done that.
Not even close. Are you
Oh,
kidding?
but you know, even then he's like, "Oh, my grandfather said if you're scared of something, that means you're doing the right thing."
No.
Your grandfather was an effing idiot.
Yeah, no, that's not. No.
Your grandfather.
No.
See, here's the thing. There's the difference between, like the whole oh man, you're such a hero. You're never scared. Well, I'm always scared, but you saddle up anyways.
Yeah.
There's
But
no-
that's different.
But that's different than, man, I'm scared that guy tied up. Should I light him on fire? I'm scared, so it must mean it's the right thing to do. What a stupid way to think.
I know, they took out like key components to make it sound good.
Okay, for example, Coco. Do whatever it takes to get your dreams. Sounds like a beautiful thing, but is it worth murdering your best friend and stealing all of his songs? I had to do what I had to do to get my dreams.
Yep.
See, you can twist any good advice into something horrific.
Horrific,
Right,
yes.
horrific.
Yeah, so this whole... again, I don't like this type of ideology, and I hope people understand that since these words are coming out of the mouths of a bad person, a murderer, you realize, oh, those are bad ways to think. But
Exactly.
I don't know if that's exactly what they're going for.
But see, that's how I take it, though.
Yeah.
When I look at it, I think what I'm afraid of is they're making it sound so like pleasant,
Like
that it's-
palatable.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, it's not.
But when the similar words, not to that extreme, come out of Sam's mouth, I have a problem with that. I have a big
Yeah.
problem
yes,
with
we'll
that.
get to that. Yeah, coming up.
So our three merry men. So we got Zemo, Buck, and Sam are walking down the street, and guess who they run into?
Yep.
Captain America and Battlestar. Hey, you. He's like, oh, geez, not this guy again. He's like, I know you know where you're going. You got to stop hiding things from us. He's like, no. No, we're going to do what we're going to do, and you just get in the way. So they kind of get into like a mini little scuffle about this, and new Captain America. Just because you carry that shield and wear that mask doesn't mean you get to order everyone around.
I know. He's getting so like.
You see this shield?
Yeah.
It means I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I know, and then on top of that, he's getting so paranoid and so like freaked out and like, oh, I just. Oh.
He's wearing the VIP badge at a concert, and I can do what I want.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Holding it out like this.
I know.
Like, this is my key to everything. It opens every door.
And you know what
Yeah.
the sad part is? Steve Rogers never did that.
Never did that.
He didn't have to.
He didn't. No.
Again, I asked like last time, how did Steve make it look so easy?
He made it look so
And
easy.
he was the first.
And if Steve Rogers was there, he could rally everyone in that group.
Well, remember, like in the conversation they had earlier in the episode when they were saying, well, look at Steve Rogers. They determined to make him bad like that. Yeah, but he was the only one. Can you name me another?
Yeah, saying we have to get rid of these because that's the thing. The Zemo's like, we got to kill this lady.
Yeah.
But he's like, are you guys willing to do what I'm willing to do?
Yeah.
And then Sam's like, we could talk her down. We can do that. But she's already murdered people.
Yeah.
Yes, I can understand. Turn yourself in. I can understand giving that a chance.
Yeah.
But
Talking her?
But they ruin it.
Yeah.
But they ruin it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I understand where Sam's coming from. Because if you can take someone in quietly, you take him in quietly. But you have to be prepared for doing the worst because this person is already your murderer.
I mean, even as bad as Zemo is, he's right. I mean, we can wear sure Zemo's right. He is. I'm sorry when it comes to this.
It's one of those moments to where, you know, when Zemo was going to kill himself at the end of Civil War, he got put in prison. He went in prison, did everything. Was this lady willing to do that? To sit there and go on trial and be like, okay, arrest me.
Yeah, she's gonna have to be killed.
No,
she's not going to be taken.
She's not going to be taken alive.
She's not.
I don't know what they're going to do with this character because at the end we get in this weird spot of like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, but anyways.
But so they're all arguing about getting there, and Sam wants to talk her down. Of course, Captain America's like, oh, that's such a stupid idea. You're not going to get anything done. But I think it's worth giving a shot. One shot.
Yeah, and also Sam does work with people.
Yeah, because he actually was like a
crisis
for PTSD and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and he can tell he's truly an honest man. And the super soldier serum it just makes you more of who you are.
Yes.
And when you're on the inside, if you're scared and you're afraid, it's going to make you more scared and afraid. And so you're going to be more aggressive. Like this woman, this young lady, is scared and afraid, so it's making it worse.
Yeah.
See, Steve wanted to always do that. He was always a good man. Deep down inside, he was a good man.
So it made him more of a good man.
It made him
when you watch this series, it makes you see so much that Steve Rogers is more than just that vile.
Yeah.
When you see everything, like you see how the world is and how everyone else with the super serum, man, this man was special. This man was something.
Well, that's why the scientist picked him because he knew he was pure.
What a one in a bazillion.
Yes,
Steve
exactly.
Rogers is truly one in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still having this argument like, okay, you can come along, but we're gonna do things our way. And he's like, fine, whatever. Just but if things go down, we have to arrest her and take her down. So okay, then like how Zemo's like, okay, whatever, Mr. Captain America, I gotta speak to my associate. It's that little girl.
The little girl.
So he walks in and he gives her he lays down the stash. So this is for your family.
Yeah,
so
like a bunch of money. Yeah.
So that little girl's like, yeah, I made a buck today. Mm-hmm. I thought, oh my god, is she turning him in, like faking him out? But she doesn't.
No.
She takes him to the funeral. And they get to it looks like a boiler room. Oh my god, it's gonna blow up. I'm so worried all the time in this series. So, Captain America freaking takes Zemo, handcuffs him to the thing.
The boiler.
You got 10 minutes, Sam, and after 10 minutes we're going there and we're getting her. Fine, whatever. Just give me my 10 minutes. He doesn't agree with it, but he's gonna let it happen. They're having their little eulogy, and she's all talking about then the whole thing we were talking about before. Yeah. 5 years ago, they let us in, and we were in open arms, and after everyone came back, they kicked us out. So it's okay for those people to starve and die? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your goal, lady?
It's
just me and mine?
Yeah, my people.
Well, you're no better than the people you're supposedly fighting.
Yep.
It's those corporations. Look, get out of here.
The thing is, you don't understand. People want things to get back to normal. They don't want it the way it was during the snap.
But she had a crappy life, and then she got a taste of the good life.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
But that's her normal now, so I'm fighting for my normal. Yeah. I get what she's saying, but the steps she's taking to get to it, murder is never the answer.
Can you imagine getting an extra 4 billion people when they were missing back? I mean, that's a lot for governments to take over. You have to give them a chance to adjust. It's going to take time.
It'll take decades.
And also another problem, those people aren't going to sacrifice their lives so you can have a better life. Who's going to stand up and say, hey, the 4 million, we're going to just kill ourselves? No one's going to do that.
I'll put it another way. When East Germany finally went with West Germany, it took them decades to get to the speed up with West Germany. So how long do you think this is going to take the whole planet? It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight.
And so she's having that whole talking about we need to unite under one thing and basically fight all borders and all that crap. I do like how Sam showed himself standing up there, so he didn't be sneaky about it. He showed himself.
I'm here. You can see me.
Everyone convenes. They do the little prayers for the lady, and then she's like, "I saw you up there," and it's like, "Yeah, I know. I wanted you to see me. I mean, it's just me. I just want to talk to you." She's kind of standoffish. Get back to the waiting room, so to speak, and is it John Walker? Is that his name?
Yeah, Walker.
And then he's looking at the shield and he's getting really antsy. I'm homeboy,
jittery.
Homeboy needs to go home. He needs to get out of the field. It's too much right now.
You know it's funny how Sam can see PTSD. This guy's having PTSD.
He's got it. He's not handling his battle.
He's being jittery
because his battle stress is too much.
Yes.
He needs to disengage for a while because this isn't working. He wants to beat the hell out of everything. And that's not the answer every time. So he's getting all jittery, looking at the shield and stuff. And I do like how Buck's standing at the door. He's like, well, if you're going to try to run in there, you're going to have to run through me. This is stupid. This is such a stupid idea. It's so stupid. We're going. I'm going in.
His friend's telling him, dude, calm down.
Yeah.
He's like, you got
Battlestar's like, come on. We're going to give him his 10 minutes. He said, give him 10 minutes. That's what we're going to give him.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, and of course, like, Zemo's always like, kind of like, I can exploit this. God, that guy's always working. He's playing chess 24 hours a day.
I feel like
he's a rich guy. He's a hustler.
I feel like Zemo is like constraining all this too. Just like loves it.
He's got all the angles.
That's all the angles.
That's what he's looking at.
So Sam's talking to her, and he's, he kind of does that like, I'm agree with you.
Yeah.
I do understand why you're upset, why you want a place to live, but he does say, I don't agree with the way you're doing things.
You're killing people.
Well, like, it doesn't matter. And then he even gets her to say that they're not people.
Yep.
And then he looks at her and is like, whoa, is that where we're going? I didn't mean that. You tricked me to say that.
No,
she didn't.
You said it.
That's what you think in your heart.
Yeah.
Is that these people don't matter.
But then she's like, well, you're not working with the U.S. government. It's like, I'm here by myself, on my own accords. We need to stop this. Because, you can't just go in and just kill everyone and expect, now everyone give me my sovereignty. But you go down this path, you're going to start a war that will never end until all your enemies are dead or you're dead.
And also, last time we checked, there's a lot more regular humans than there are super soldiers.
And they're going to come down on you like a ton of bricks. And if you're going out in a violent life, and I do like the fact he's like, I don't think she would appreciate that.
Yeah, I said that right off the beginning. Does she want you living this life the way you're living?
Your mom.
Yeah.
Now you're like her pseudo-adopted
she has so many enemies after her right now. She don't understand. They're all over.
Well, that's also helping in Sam's favor because it's making her more scared. Like, I got the broker after me. I got the U.S. government after me.
You lay your arms down, you come clean with this, we can all go against the power broker at that time.
Yeah.
But she feels like I've been in the shadows long enough. It's my turn to tell people what to do.
And well,
who else sounds like that?
It's get even time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got the power now.
More and more and they're treating how these bad guys are, though. They're making them accurate.
Then we get back to Captain America. He's like, hey, we have to go in there. It's like, it hasn't been 10 minutes yet. You're letting your partner be in there by herself because she is a super soldier and she can kill Sam in an instant.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, but Buck, don't let him through. Then they start talking again, and she's starting to come around a little bit.
Yeah.
But she's also like, so what do you want me to do?
Yeah, that's almost like, what do you want me to turn myself... Again, she's not going to turn herself in.
Well, and let my people starve and outside the borders and won't let them into the cities and they don't deserve to have a life. So just let them die, Sam. Is that what you want? Then, Sam talking about it too. And then like his sister, she's like, you sound like my sister. And I'm not going to let you down. I'm not going to let her down. Yeah. So like he's doing the good things, like talking like a family man, talking like an older brother, talking like a dad.
Yeah, dad.
And that's cool. That works. Effing Captain America just bust in.
And I mean, it's so blatant. You're under arrest.
I got a shield. I can tell you what to do. She's like, you set me up. It's like, oh God, no, I didn't, but it looks like a setup.
And could you imagine if he just would have came in and said, like to Sam, like, you need to come with us.
Why didn't he peek in the window? Okay, they're not fighting.
Yeah, that too.
And she had Sam on the table and she was choking him.
The problem is he's bullheaded. Everything's about force. Yeah,
he's way over. Like I said, he's way over.
Captain America and the Flag Smasher Lady aren't so different.
No.
I'm gonna smash my way to everything that I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you trick me and she takes off. I do love when super soldiers do super soldier stuff, like jump like up a flight of stairs. I think it looks so cool. I just absolutely love it.
And then Winter Soldier's going after her.
Yeah, so he's chasing her down. I love when they run. It's just so fast. It's so cool. So now we got a big old freaking fight scene going on here because they think, they try to set us up, so everyone's fighting. And yeah, Sam and Captain America are just guys. Yeah. Battlestar are just human beings. They were military trained, but they're just dudes. And Sam doesn't even have his wings.
No.
So yeah.
And then also Zemo disappeared.
Zemo took off during because they look back and he's off his cuffs.
He's off his cuffs.
She's running away. They're going through this place like a damn maze. So like Buck and Sam run into each other and they're like, where did she go? She's running. Zemo tracked her down. Doesn't even hesitate. Bam! Shoots her. Oh, kind of hits her like in the side.
Like, damn, he's gonna kill her? I was like, dang.
And guess what happens?
Shoots the bag.
And then all the serums everywhere.
Like, Zemo walks up. Oh, this isn't what I think it is. I was thinking, oh my God, is he gonna take it? But Zemo's a man of conviction.
Boom!
Stomping on him. Dude,
she's like, no.
And she's like freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, that was my main plan.
First of all, that was my only way to save my ass from the power broker. Yep. And it was my only way to make my bigger army.
Yep.
Zemo don't give a damn.
So she got shot a couple times. Zemo isn't going to slow down for nothing. Yeah. And he's about to like take her down. Then
hits
Captain America like knocked him out with the shield. So he's knocked out. She takes off. He's looking, sees all the broken super serum. There's one left. We were talking about him like, oh my god, he's gonna take it.
He's gonna take it.
He's looking at it.
And he puts it in his pocket.
Oh. He's gonna because what did in his mind, what did Steve have that I don't?
Super
Just
serum.
the serum.
But that's what didn't make him who he was.
But in his own stupid mind, he thinks that must be it.
No.
Because I'm a hero. I did all the hero things.
No, don't you see what these people are doing with the serum? They're not doing heroic things.
Well, that's what makes it funny about Steve. Because, like, in this thing, one thing I think is subtle, but it's really nice. People with super serum, not great. You know how in the first movie, it said to Captain America, the little guy. She's a little guy. She's not doing great things. It's Steve. It was you. Yeah. It was you.
Always you.
That's what made you special.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that face.
Yeah,
he's saying, I'm like, oh god.
He's like, and the way he's looking at it, he's like, look at that. This is my answer. This is my everything.
My precious.
Yeah.
he's like,
he's the guy calling me all like,
so
Schmeagol.
He puts it in his pocket right before Sam and Buck show up. Well, what the hell did we miss?
Yeah.
And then, so it cuts back to her. She got away. She's like, we lost the serum. He's like, he got all of it? Yeah, he destroyed all of it. He's like, oh god. Power broker calls. You give me back my stuff or I'm going to kill you. She's like, we got all these problems. And then the other members are like, we can't fight all these wars. She's like, I'll deal with the power broker when the time comes. What we need to do is get to Sam and separate these people. Because if they're all working together, they're going to get us. So she's trying to do a mini Zemo.
Yeah, and then the Caps kill Captain America.
Yeah, and then we'll kill Captain America. And that'll be like our symbol. We the ultimate shield of all these people. Let's kill it.
Yeah, and what's up with them trying to destroy the shield? I hate that. Everyone's saying, destroy the shield, destroy the shield. No, screw you.
You're a piece of garbage.
I'm like the Winter Soldier. That shield will never get destroyed.
I know.
Oh, it's a symbol of a bygone era. Ah, shut up.
All that kind of stuff. I hate that talk. F you.
No.
It's always poignant.
You always it's come to the flag. It's freaking everything.
I love it. I don't care anyone says. I will. That bronze statue of Captain America when he's holding the shield up. My heart is like, oh, every time I see it, I love it. I don't care anyone says.
Actually, I remember when I went to go see the second Captain America, I dressed up all as Captain America. I had the shield. And I remember before the movie even started, I raised the shield like this, and everyone cheered in the audience. That's how much that shield means something.
It means something to everyone because Steve was a good man.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. These people are jerk butts.
Yeah.
So they're back. So the Flag Smashers' idea is to break up the team and kill Captain America. That's what they want to do. So we get back to Sam and Zemo has an ice pack on his face because he got El Kabonged in the face.
Could you imagine
getting vibranium? That would hurt so bad.
In the head.
Homeboy took his shield to the dome.
And I'm pretty sure he didn't even throw it that hard either.
No, and he's just like, lights out, like, okay, no more talk. Like, I'm laying down.
I love how Zemo goes, did she offer you the serum? He's like, no. Well, let's just say if she did, would you take it? He's like, no. He's like, I love the fact that you answered me so quickly. No hesitation.
No hesitation.
That's good.
Yeah.
I do think Sam wouldn't take it.
No.
Because Sam likes who he is.
Yeah.
And
do you think he's like weird gauging him as like if he becomes Captain America?
I'll kill you too.
Or would he be okay with him because he's actually making the right
Zemo's always playing so far ahead. His chess is like 4D chess and everyone's playing checkers.
Because maybe that's what he wants. You can be a symbol, but you're a man.
And I do like the fact that Buck's like, yeah, Captain America ain't doing so well.
No.
He's not on his right mind.
He's
I know crazy because
crazy.
I'm crazy. I know crazy. He's like, he just poured himself like a huge drink. Then, of course, he shows up, and it's like, you don't stop telling people what to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, you bust in here, and you're not the captain of anything in here. Just shut the hell up.
You're captain running your mouth.
Yeah, you're captain of running your damn mouth. And they're starting to get, like, on each other. But then Wakanda shows up, but she didn't. She shows up with all of her this is me and my crew. So they showed up and they have their spears. And I love how he's like, "Hello, I'm Captain America. Nice to meet you."
Like, I don't care.
Like, why would you do that?
And it's like she knew the real Captain America. I don't want no freaking dollar store Captain America.
Off, yeah.
I know Five Below Captain America.
Five and dime.
But then he even threatened Sam's like, oh, you want to go toe to toe? I'll put the shield down so it can be even. And then Sam's like, dude, back off. I don't want to fight you. And it's not like this, let's go toe to toe, because you know what? I'm my homeboy Sam on this one. This guy wants to fight everything.
Yeah.
And if I beat you up, that means I'm right. Oh, is that what it means now? If you just beat the other person up, you're right?
Again, like you said, he thinks like the other girl. He thinks like the girl.
There's the other side of the coin, but the same thing.
But they're like, we're coming for Zemo. I like how Zemo's in the background, like, time to hit the dusty trail. Oh no, you guys
because then you start fighting, he's just all kind of calm, just in the back.
It's like, because it's getting tense.
Because like a complete, utter dumbass. Oh, we think we got off on the wrong foot. And he goes like pat her on the shoulder.
Don't touch a warrior like that.
And then she goes to flip him over and they start a fight. And there we go. The fists are flying and everyone's kind of beating each other up. Spears are flying all over the place. And Zemo's like, do, 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 do. And he's just going to just sneak out of there.
Stage left.
Yeah, he just did the moonwalk and went, ooh, and just disappeared. And he went to the bathroom.
Because he knows those Wakandans will kill him.
Yeah,
he
knows
that. Yeah, there's no...
So this big old fight goes on and everyone's kind of hitting each other, knocking each other around. Captain America's kind of getting his ass beat. Here's the thing. These warrior ladies are like, that's all they do.
Yeah,
they fight and they kill and they shave their heads. That's all they do.
They were probably picked at age like 7 or 8 and trained nonstop.
Yeah, it'd be like a soldier fighting like a souped up Spartan. You're just gonna get your butt kicked.
Because they're just fighting Captain America and Battlestar, and then like Sam's like, "Come on, we got to do something about this. We gotta let them kill this guy." So they're fighting, and then I like how Buck just grabs and Cookie's arm. God, I love that arm so much. He grabs like, "Hey, let's just talk." But they're fighting him too. But I guess there's some secret code to knock his arm off.
And he's looking like, wow.
Like he went boop, 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 and it just fell off.
And then
like,
Sam gets knocked down, and Sam's like, oh, crap.
Yeah, so they all get their butts kicked, and then it's kind of like, Zemo's gone.
Yeah.
And they go look for him, and they're like, dang, but it's kind of their fault that Zemo disappeared. So, yeah, then Captain America got his shield all stuck, and then she just takes basically the other girl grabbed the shield.
Yeah, she
looks at him, and then she's just kind of like, oh, you can have this little thing back.
And then she boom! It's like that. She put it right up. Like, that was cool.
That's a Cap move.
Yeah,
it is.
So and now he feels even worse.
Because he's like, they're not even super soldiers. I'm getting my butt kicked.
But yes, that's all they do is train and fight, though. You can't...
Because he's sitting there looking at the shield, and he's talking to Battlestar. He's like, they weren't even super soldiers, and they beat my ass.
And he's feeling that pressure of like, I'm supposed to be this symbol, and I can't even fight. I can't even do my job.
Yeah.
But I might have a little thing in my pocket that might give me the edge.
I might have a little golden
He's all
ticket.
looking at it. I mean, I could just see him just staring at it for hours.
Yeah,
okay,
hours just looking at it.
He's got the secret juice, and yeah, and he's still battling with that idea of what I need to do. So he takes off. They get out of their uniforms and they're sitting at a table talking about their next moves. Then someone just walks up, oh my God, it's you. Can you sign this for me? He's like, oh, of course he does it. And he's like,
his friend's like, you got to get tired of that.
It's part of being Captain America. Oh, you're just mad because they didn't ask for your autograph. He's like, oh, I even signed mine with a little star for Battlestar on it. But then he goes, if you had the chance to take the super serum, would you take it? He's like, oh, hell yeah, man,
I'll take it all the time. And that's like, dude, we need this switch. We needed...
Yeah, he's asking the wrong thing.
But he's asking the right questions. Go, aren't you afraid it's going to, like, change you? And he's like, it makes you more of who you are. And I know you're a hero. You have those 3 Medal of Honors. I've seen you on the battlefield. You do what's right. You make the right decisions.
But then he says, the things we had to do for those medals...
He goes, those 3 pieces of metal to remind me the worst day of my life.
Yeah, because I have to admit, like, that is the true thing of, like, a veteran. Yeah, you got those medals, but sometimes they're...
Because bad things happened.
Scary. Bad things, like...
You didn't get that medal for helping someone up who fell down. You get that medal because you defended people and people died.
Yeah, but this is what I think the Battlestar guy falls way short because he's seeing him as the guy who won those medals, not what he's seeing now.
Who he really is.
He's not
that
seeing
anger
that
problem.
Yeah, he's not seeing it.
Well, but he goes like this. I do like how he goes... Man, if I had that serum back then, we could have done so much good.
Yeah, we could have saved all those people.
I know what I see in this situation. I see Boromir.
Yes.
With the one ring.
Yes.
Oh, the power, the things we could do with this.
Are we going to get a Boromir moment where he, like...
Yeah.
He saves like Sam or something, but then dies, and he's just like...
That was such a good scene in Lord of the Rings when he's getting hit those arrows and he keeps getting back up. Ah! And then he's Aragorn. He's like, I tried to save him. I fought. And he's like, it's okay, my brother. And like,
that ring's absolute corruption, no matter who has it.
That's what's happening with the super soldier serum. Yeah. Then I think that kind of pushed him over the edge. Like, yeah, Battlestar says it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. But it was hypothetical.
Because what if he actually...
what if he would have put on the table
and said, what do you think now?
Let's take halvesies.
Yeah, break it in half.
And then they
basically he just wanted confirmation bias and he got it.
Yeah, he wanted someone to say it was okay.
Yeah.
Should we go out to eat? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Because you knew it wasn't a good idea.
And hit the keys in your hand and you're already like going to the car.
You want to go out.
Yeah.
They're freaking fat enablers. So they're super soldier enablers. And I think that was enough for him to kind of make that decision that, I'm totally going to do this.
I'm done taking this.
Then we get a scene where this is evil.
This is kind of
Homegirl calls up Sam's sister.
Remember, it also makes you smarter too. The serum. So.
Yeah, which is off limits. I mean, come on, like.
I need you to give a message to Sam's like, oh my god, I know who you are. I saw you. You're a terrorist or a freedom fighter. Everything you see. She's like, what do you want from me? Oh, I thought Sam was on my side, but I need to know where he stands. And then she says the dumbest thing ever about like because the Captain America guy showed up. Oh, I don't stand for that flag because it doesn't stand for me. Go yourself.
Okay.
Go yourself.
You're supposed to be a good guy.
Leave.
You know, at least,
leave.
Yeah,
leave.
The only thing I can say would be a saving grace for this. And she said that just to agree with her, to kind of get her. But then again, though...
No, that's how she really feels because she hates America.
I know.
But the way her sister is, that's what she feels.
That's what she really feels.
So it's not like she's like, well, I kind of agree with you. No, she's saying with conviction.
Yeah, but this lady's also threatening, and then she goes, oh, I'm having a meeting with Sam, I'm telling him to come alone, or maybe I can have a meeting with you and your kids. So she's gonna... So the lady you're agreeing with is... I hate America, is a lady that also wants to kill your children.
So you still agree with her now?
Of course she does. Because America's worse.
Yep.
Oh, I hate that.
That was probably the worst.
Yeah, that was the biggest one, because I think, you guys are right. She said it with such conviction that, like, it doesn't stand for me, so I don't stand for it.
This episode's a beautiful Sunday sprinkled with little crap things, turds.
So she calls Sam and relays the message, and he's like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, she called me, she threatened me and the kids, you have to go meet her. Then he gets a text message saying where to go meet her. So Sam's like, oh, you don't mess with my family.
Right? You're going to play it like that?
And we go, Sam, but you wanted to talk to her. Yeah. She's such a nice little lady that was misunderstood.
I understand the way and why you're doing this, and I think I sympathize with your fight.
Kill my nephews.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Sam's starting to realize this is a bad evil
So if this lady hung up your nephews and cut out their guts and let them hanging over the ship that your mother and father built, would you still agree with her, Sam? You freaking idiot.
She's evil.
Bad, man.
But then, like, Buck's like, I ain't letting you go by yourself.
No, that's the death sentence.
They show up in uniform, so he has his Falcon uniform. Like, he's back.
I know, finally.
Because I'm like, I thought he didn't have it.
I know.
He was like, he didn't need it, but now you need it, dude.
Yeah.
He shows up, and she's like, I thought you'd come alone. And he's like, oh, you're going to call my sister and threaten my family? Is that how it's going to be?
Now.
Oh, I would never hurt them. I'm just trying to see what kind of man you are or whatever. I'm like, oh.
No.
Oh, I had to put a gun to your head to see where you were. F you. You don't threaten little kids. That had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah. See, again, it's funny how Zemo is being right. She's trickling more.
That'd be almost like saying, you better give up. I'm going to tell my boy here to go to that orphanage and kill all those kids. That'd be like me doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have bombs set up at that orphanage.
It'd be a shame. You work at the orphanage and you know those kids and they're going to get killed.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with
you?
You
better turn yourself in. See, Sam would never do that.
No.
But that's something this bitch would do.
Yeah, that's something that Captain America wouldn't do.
And like Zemo was saying, she's going to go down this line, like you said, it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
She is a supremacist.
Yeah.
For her people.
Yeah.
Yep. The people that were displaced.
But as they're talking, so they're kind of more combative right now because you threatened my family. Shannon calls Falcon, hey, Captain America's coming in on you guys. So she gave the warning. So they're not working together.
I know.
Flag Smash really has to understand that they're not working together.
But again, though, her own mind, it's...
Oh, you tricked me.
Yeah, he tricked me.
She thinks it's a big elaborate deception. That's all she's going to see.
So, boom, fights on. They jump down there. And pretty cool fight scene for now. And he's using his wings. God, it looks so good. I love it.
And also, props to Sam. He beat a super soldier. Knocked her out, kind of.
Well, because he has his...
he does use his wing. Like, check out, I use my whole force of this wing here to...
So Captain America shows up, guns drawn. His buddy goes one way. He goes the other. Then he hears like he knows his Battlestar. Holy crap. I'm like, oh my god, they're going to kill Battlestar.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh my gosh. And his like panic, and I'm thinking, man, this is going to be the turning point. This is going to push him to take the serum.
He's looking for him, runs into some super soldiers. They're knocking around. He's kind of holding himself. Weird scene. They're fighting him. Then he throws the shield really hard, and then he disappeared.
Was there no one there?
Was there no one there?
Maybe not.
I think it wasn't. I think
Was he fighting phantom bad guys? Because here's the thing. He's fighting him. Oh, he's screaming. He's getting knocked on. Throws the shield. They disappear. As soon as he picks his shield back up, they start fighting him again. Is it because he's touching the shield?
Is it symbolism for the fact that he needs to be away from the shield? It's too much.
Or when he's having the shield, he feels like he has to fight.
Yeah, he has to.
Is that a symbolism there?
I think
because they disappeared when he threw it.
And maybe it's
super soldiers are fast, but they ain't that fast.
He was like a ghost.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because if you think about it, it could be symbolism for the shield. Like whoever has the shield, you got to be in battle. You're constantly in war.
So he's looking for his homeboy because he knows he's just a human too, and these guys can just kill him. We see they captured him. They tie him up and they left him somewhere. I'm like, oh my god. They punched him in the face. That looked like that hurt so bad.
He kind of looked up and he's like, oh.
A jab to the nose, and especially with your arms tied behind your back. So there's no like.
I mean, if you do it at a certain angle, you can kill someone.
Well, and also, and they're super strong. So
they probably just tapped him, but they're so strong that it probably.
Yeah, like if you punch someone like a good punch in the face.
So I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna like light him on fire?
Because I saw the liquid, but I guess maybe that was just water.
That was just water.
Well, we didn't know that though.
Yeah, I thought it was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna light him on fire.
So, he's still looking for him. They're like in this big building. Like
what? It looked like the building they were in before. Remember?
Yeah, she was just
the orphanage.
Yeah, the school building.
But all these buildings look very similar.
Yeah, I think that's what it looked like.
These buildings look so weird every time you look at them. Like just.
Well, you remember they're an Eastern European country, so yeah, they're all gonna have that weird same look.
So that fight's going on. He's looking for his buddy. He doesn't want him to die. And we're thinking he has a super soldier serum with him. What's he gonna do? Then we see him fighting another person, and they go flying.
Yep. And Sam's running up the stairs. He's like, "What the heck?" And the guy goes, "Boom!"
And he grabbed his weapon and just bent it like that. Yeah, he took the serum.
And then Sam's like, "What did you do?" He's like, "Battlestar's missing. We have to go find him." Then he jumps out the window, very Captain America, lands on that car. Like, yeah, he took the serum.
So he took the serum.
Took it during a battle. It's probably not the best time to take it.
No, and it's probably burning through his veins and ugh.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's an absolute effing mess. I do like when Falcon showed up through the window, and I like how he makes his wings come out and come back in. Yeah, they're very cool.
I like when he's fighting and he does that back where he jumps over the table like that with his wings. I thought that was
he has such control over his wings. It's so cool.
Battlestar's able to get to a knife, and he starts to cut the ropes and go up. Get out of there.
Someone to get out of there. No one hurt him. No one hurt him. No one hurt him.
Because he's not a bad man either.
No, he's not.
And he's more level-headed than his friend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got a full-blown super soldier Captain America now. That was a little. I think he shouldn't have done that.
No.
So him and Sam go into a room. They're walking around. They get attacked by two super soldiers. So then it's Sam and Captain America again.
Yeah,
in a weird little way.
And it's kind of.
That kind of looked neat for a minute.
It did. I kind of liked it. I was like, oh.
What about the shield? Ding, 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 ding. He's bouncing it around.
And then the joke that he says like, "What's up with you guys and knives? Like, you're always having knives." Like.
But Buck shows up, and then it's like they're having a knife fight. No one can fight Buck. Bucky's the man with the knife. Remember that scene in Winter Soldier was so cool.
It was so cool.
Okay, can we get props to the fighting in this?
It's so good. Oh.
Battlestar gets out. He gets up. He's ready to move around. He's not being attacked. Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
They're fighting and everything. They're starting to get the upper hand because now they have a super soldier on their side. So they have
two.
Buck and Captain America are both super soldiers now. They're fighting. They're doing their stuff. That lady shows up. They're starting to get outnumbered. Battlestar shows up.
Jumps on that lady.
He just jumps on that lady, starts to fight her. She punches him. He flies into a pillar.
Knocks him, nails him.
Kills him, like broke
his neck or snapped his spine. He's done. Then everyone stops fighting.
And then Walker runs up to him and he's like, "Hey, buddy, like, wait,
come on, hey, buddy, come on.
Wake up. And he's gone.
Then Flag Smasher's like,
that lady
took off.
She pulled the Zemo.
But did you not? She did have remorse on her face.
Yeah,
she did. Did she not?
She did, but at the same time, it's
easier. It's easier to murder someone from a distance than it is to actually do it with your bare hands.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will change her.
But or is she gonna be like, okay, I'm over it now.
I'm over it.
Yeah, it's like I got taste for it now.
Yeah,
I got the bloodlust. So she takes off, and then like the music's swelling and everything because it's like. I'm like, oh damn, he's gonna kill her.
Yes. So I thought he was gonna find her, and
he jumps out of the window and down to the car.
because they took off. Then like they're like, oh crap! So they're getting out of there. He chases after him. That one guy that was talking to her originally in the graveyard, he sees him. Throws a shield at him. Bam! Knocks him to the ground.
Where is she?
He's like, I don't know. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I wouldn't have killed you. Like, he starts screaming. Everyone's out there. They're whipping. Oh, Captain America's fighting a bad guy. Everyone pulls out their cell phones.
Oh, this is gonna be cool.
He starts to beat the ever living out of him. I mean, to the point where it's like, oh, you need to slow down there, buddy. Then he picks his shield up. Remember when Cap did that with Iron Man, but he put it in the ground? Not this guy. He puts it in this dude's throat.
Yep. Does it twice.
And we're saying he's got no Iron Man suit. It's just skin, dude.
And do you see that face? This is a face of a murderer.
Yeah.
And he killed that dude, and everyone's recording it. You see blood all over the place. And I think the most iconic Captain America scene is him standing there with a bloody ass shield. Look at that.
Yeah.
The total opposite of what Captain America did.
And it's one of those moments where, like, I think Steve could have pulled him back.
Yeah.
Steve could have been like, you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe he would have had a clarity of a moment and been like, oh, crap. Like, yeah, you're right.
But now there's blood all over the
Sam
shield.
and Winter Soldier, they're, like, shocked. That lady's in the background shocked, like, oh, my God, this guy's going to kill me now. He's going to try to kill me.
But what happens? Does the U.S. government pull him back?
They
have footage of a guy begging for his life while he smashed his head in.
Or you're going to have some BS like, he killed one of our soldiers, so it was, you know... But even then, you can't do that.
But he's Captain America. He can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's vengeance. You can't do that.
Remember even earlier when Sam was like, you got protocol. You have rules of engagement.
We don't. We're on our own kind of being path. And Sam and Winter Soldier would never do that. Well, now Sam wouldn't do that now.
It's funny. We were talking about this. Maybe they're gonna pull him back, make him U.S. agent. You're ops now. You're not gonna be.
You're no longer Captain America.
Okay, we'll take the shield.
You're gonna be underground, and then the shield's gonna go to Sam. That's what's probably gonna happen.
And then to make sure that whatever your mission, we'll make sure you can go after this girl.
Yeah, after
and any means, bring her in, dead or alive.
That bloody shield breaks my heart.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Because that's not Captain America.
No, and it makes me mad because everyone that's talking about the shield, you're making it right by what you're doing.
Yeah, you're proving them right.
That this should be destroyed, and it should never be destroyed.
No.
You're the wrong guy for that
shield.
Why
does Steve have to do such a good job?
He did a
right out the gate. He was the best Captain America could be because no one else could live up to that standard. It's so crazy.
It's so crazy, like you said. It wasn't the fact that he was weak. It wasn't the fact that it was just him.
It was something in his heart and his soul.
I love it when before he gets to December, he's finding that one guy could do this all day. I love that. That's Steve Rogers.
Well, yeah, because think about it. That girl was a weak person her whole life, and what happened?
She became a murderer.
The moment she got power, boom! I'm gonna take what I want. Steve, not once.
And look how much it took to deprogram Winter Soldier for he's now not a murderer. Took a lot.
Like when Steve Rogers was asked, "Oh, you want to go to war to kill Nazis?" He's like, "No, I don't like bullies. I don't like people hurting other people. I don't want to kill anybody."
But this guy's the bully. He doesn't think like that. He's the bully.
And same with her. Even though maybe when she was little, she never thought she would be the bully, but now you are the bully. Now you're going out and hurting people.
Because she's doing it because I want what I want. Well, you don't get that anymore because the world changed again. It went back to normal.
See, the true measure of a man is what he does with the power that he has.
Mm-hmm.
What are you willing to do when you have the power to crush someone and take everything that you want and you don't do it because you know it's wrong.
Yep.
That's the measure of a man.
Yep.
And all these men and lady have failed.
All of them.
Sam, pick up that shield because you're a man of good measure. Even though you got a little wishy-washy, that SJW garbage, I still believe he's a good man.
Yes.
And I believe that of Winter Soldier too.
I do believe that Winter Soldier. I believe both of them would be worthy to hold that shield.
But the thing, the whole Zemo angle, what's he doing?
He took off.
I don't know.
He went underneath the sewers, I think. So
yeah, he became a ninja.
Well, he's hiding from Wakanda. He doesn't want to.
They're gonna catch him. There's no way he's gonna hide forever.
Unless he's gonna run back to his prison. And he's like, I'm back here now.
But they're at the point where I'm pretty sure they're breaking that prison to just kill his ass.
Oh, yeah, because they go, you broke our trust. Yeah. You'll take him out. What if you have to take him out again?
Or if he breaks out again.
Yeah.
Well.
So yeah, end of episode. Yikes.
Yeah, I feel
this guy's done being Captain America.
Yeah.
There's no way he can wear the shield.
They gotta clip those wings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he's super soldier. What if he just goes rogue, nomad style?
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why they make him U.S. agent and say, hey.
Well, they're gonna have to tell him, you gotta at least get rid of that shield. There's no way you can have that shield ever again. There's no way.
And then we'll give you special permission to go after this girl that killed your partner.
Yeah, and you get Captain America's no more.
No more.
Because apparently no one can freaking handle it.
Yeah, until Sam.
Yeah, Sam finally picks it up.
Yep.
But yeah, overall, excellent episode. Weird SJW garbage. Anti-corporation, anti-America, anti-borders, all that stupid crap that's garbage.
But here's the thing, too. But I like the point where Sam and his sister were agreeing with her to realize how far she's willing to go. And they're like, yeah, you agree with that?
My favorite thing is when a mega corporation makes a show that has anti-corporation stuff in it. It just makes me laugh. It's like, okay, Disney, whatever.
Yeah, you're so virtuous.
It's like the big boss, we're fighting against the man. And it's like, you are the man. I know. And it's like...
The other man.
We're the better men. Okay, there you go.
Exactly. We're the better men.
But I don't. How many more episodes are there? Like two or something?
Two more. That's it.
I bet you Sam gets his shield in the very last episode.
I think so too. And then he's gonna train with it, and then
I guess there's toys out showing like his new uniform and everything.
Is it just the classic?
I didn't look at him.
I don't want to look. I want to be surprised.
Yeah, the giant Ant-Man got spoiled for me at Target,
yeah.
And I saw the Giant Man Funko Pop. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I got that ruined for me.
I think it's gonna probably be like the
how is it in the comic where it's black? Yeah. It's more white than in red.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of blue, a little bit of red.
It has the star on the chest.
I kind of want to have a Super Day with the uniform. I love that.
But awesome action. Great spy thriller stuff that
Yeah.
I love. You have the quadruple way battles going on here. Just
So
like
layered.
Just leave that SJW garbage out. It's stupid.
But the thing is, this one had the most of it. I wonder.
It's really funny. The good guys have SJW ideals, and so do the bad guys. So whatever. I don't know. How does that make you feel, SJWs? Does that make you feel good that the bad guys have the same ideals as like the supposed good guys? Maybe someone's leading down the wrong path here.
I think it's you guys.
Yeah.
But Buck and Sam have a lot of decisions to make. At this moment, did they try to arrest him?
Yeah.
They gotta do something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bucky might take that shield from right then.
I bet you the next episode opens up with news stories. Captain America murders man in street. And it's gonna be like this huge freaking mess.
Yep.
And then he's gonna be basically get court-martialed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna use him as an undercover agent. That's what.
I think that's what's gonna end up happening.
Yep.
But next week it should be it's gonna be interesting.